This is a 5-part briefing series examining the findings of the April 2026 report, AI Data Centers in America, by Virtualization Options. As AI infrastructure expands across the country, the research used to justify massive energy and water investments has become a point of significant dispute among scientists, industry groups, and federal agencies. Large-scale utility and policy decisions are currently being finalized based on data that often conflicts with independent scientific analysis. IEA projects global consumption to triple, while EPRI forecasts AI consuming 15% of the U.S. grid. But these models conflate announced capacity with actual operational power and overlook chip architectures like Blackwell that reduce energy per computation by 40 to 60%. Using these capacity-based forecasting models lead to grid requirement estimates that significantly exceed actual power demand. While industry reports emphasize a small physical footprint, peer-reviewed academic studies have documented community-level impacts, including localized heat islands and strain on local utility services. This credibility matrix shows the primary factor separating conflicting findings is the funding source. Independent entities like UC Riverside and Rocky Mountain Institute occupy the top tier for methodological transparency. Utility-funded groups like EPRI fall into lower tiers, their findings treated as upper-bound estimates. To evaluate environmental claims effectively, stakeholders must first account for the financial backing of the research organization. Recent findings indicate that federal agencies like the DOE and EPA are facing pressure to align their scientific output with current administration infrastructure policies. FOIA records and whistleblower statements have revealed instances where specific environmental and energy thresholds were adjusted without a documented scientific basis. This is evident in the status of the Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory. Long considered a gold standard for data, the laboratory is now flagged by independent reviewers as having a high political pressure risk. This shift means federal data can no longer be used as a neutral baseline without verifying it against independent peer-reviewed work. Because of these discrepancies, infrastructure planning requires active scrutiny of every methodology and funding source. This series will proceed through 5 chapters, isolating the data on power, water, local impact, research bias, and federal policy. The goal is to separate corporate-sponsored projections from verified data to ensure resilient infrastructure decisions.